Hey, this is Hemant. I'm going to show you how Atom works for virtual classrooms. What we have here is our app on a PC, which I'm using. I have the ability to host or join. For the sake of the demo today, I'm going to join an existing meeting. The meeting number was already shared with me, which is 220. I'm going to click join. I'm already logged in using my account, as you can see on the top. Now, against my account, the software checks on the backend if I have authorization to enter this meeting or not. So if the authorization is there, then it lets me come inside the meeting, which is already hosted by my colleague Carolyn, who happens to be now in US, right? So and I'm here in Hyderabad, and we also have another colleague in Abhishek who is also in Hyderabad from different locations. So all three of us are going to get into a conversation inside this virtual classroom. Let's just wait for this authorization to go through, and then the content will get downloaded. So once it is done, is when we will get inside. As you can see, the downloading has started. You can always give the meeting a name for the classroom. It could be grade 5, grade 7, stuff like that. And this whole aspect of authentication and download happens only once. But once the content is downloaded, it doesn't, I mean, the end user, the student, they don't really have to download it again. I am going to click this button here, which will enable me to get into the classroom in the next few seconds. It takes about 10 seconds to 15 seconds depending on the environment and depending on the computer.
Welcome to New Space.
So there you go. So I've joined this classroom, which has a capacity of about 14 students perhaps. There were beautiful posters of different scientists, different mathematicians as well. And yeah, there is a small board here, and yes, as you could see, my colleagues, both Carolyn and Abhishek, have spawned using their avatars. So this
Hey, Hema.
is hi Carolyn, how are you?
I'm good.
How's it in US where you are?
It's going good. It's in the morning right now. It's
What's
pretty
the time
good.
there?
It's about 9, yeah, 10 o'clock,
10
10
o'clock
a.m.
is it? Oh, okay, okay. And hey, hi
Hey,
Abhishek.
fine. Hey, how are you?
Good man. Cool. So we get to meet inside a space here. So Abhishek or Carolyn, can you open a smart board? Can we just look at some of the features that we already have?
Yes.
So while they are opening up a smart board, so now that could be a teacher, right? That could be a teacher who could be opening a smart board wherever she wants in this class, and all the students could be using characters which will mimic them, or it could be just a inspirational or a favorite characters like Superman or Batman or whoever they like, right? So here, Carolyn has hosted a meeting here. So she has brought in a smart board. We're gonna, I think right now what she's doing is she's just positioning it so that we're able to see it well. All right, Carolyn. So can you just take us through multiple slides here?
Yeah. So with the smart board,
Sure,
it's a virtual smart board, so you
sure.
can do much more than just making annotations.
Okay,
You can run your PPTs, you can run videos, and you can do a web search. So what I'm going to do right now is
sure.
just show you how it works as a PPT. Right now we have our Imaginate executive deck. You can just glance through the PPTs, and the entire class can view whatever you want to share. It can be any kind of data that you want to put in from cloud. There's also a video that has been uploaded that I had put from the back end.
Oh, that's nice. So that's a video that's getting played. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yes. So this kind of helps in having a more interactive training experience where you have, you can put any kind of data relevant to that particular training or a classroom session. You can upload the data from backend and play it during that particular session meeting. There's also a web search engine where if you have a clarification about something, you can just go ahead and look up, everything on Google right here. I can, and this is just one smart board. I can pull up maybe another one, two or three of them, and have a video on one, have the PPT on one, or have a search engine on one. So as you can see, I've pulled up another smart board here, and I'm positioning it here.
Okay, sorry, let me step back. Okay. Oh, cool. So yeah, sorry. While you're doing it, I was just trying to play with the ability to draw. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay. You can make annotations on the smart board as well, or anywhere in the virtual space.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So that's good. So I'm gonna use freehand here, and I'm gonna perhaps look at maybe this bit. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So we noticed the ability to bring in different boards, bring in play a video from the cloud, or open up a browser. Right? You just open Google.
Yes.
And anything else that you want to talk about?
We can also pull out objects and relevant to the class. So since this is a classroom training, I just want to bring brain. It can be
Oh, wow, interesting.
yeah. So it can be any particular object that you want to have a training on, or a teacher wants to teach on anything related to that particular session. So. And another very good feature about the object is you just don't bring in an object, you can interact with it as well. So I can move it around, I can scale it, I can, rotate it, I can, dissect it and study if I want to study the insides of
How are
it.
you
I can
doing
just-
this, Carolyn? So just one, maybe a very simple, silly question, but it is probably very relevant for a lot of the viewers who are seeing this video, right? So
Yeah.
how are you doing this? You're on a PC or a VR device, or what device are you using, and
I'm
how are
on,
you doing this?
I'm using a PC right now.
Okay.
Um, uh, yeah, and I can also give
And how are you able
the
to like turn around, like walk around, click all of this, right? Like what are you doing? How are you doing that?
So, for example, for me to walk around, I just use few letters on my keyboard, like say W, A, S, and D to move forward, backward, or I can use the arrow keys to move forward, backward. I can
Nice. Okay. All right.
I can just right click and when I want to interact, I press Control and then I just press right click
Oh,
and I
super.
start interacting with the object. So I don't have to
Just
move
some keys
any.
that you're using, right? Like keys on the keyboard.
That's that's
And then
about it.
to click something, you're using your mouse, perhaps.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
So
Abhishek, I noticed you're turning around, right? So essentially, you're looking at Carolyn as a teacher, for example. If she's showing something,
Correct.
you're able to like actually pay attention by just looking at where she's trying to show, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Cool. So guys, if you've noticed, so Abhishek and Carolyn are looking at my avatar. So that's how I get to know, what they're looking at, like where they are looking at, and everything, right? So let's say if you are organizing a classroom and students are looking somewhere else, the teacher will immediately know where their attention is, right? So because everybody has their characters, and depending on how they're turning around, you would notice where exactly they're looking at. Cool. That's pretty good. Carolyn, you want to talk about smart notes? Like if somebody wants to take
yes,
notes instead of just writing here using the annotation tool. Let's say if you want to like showcase a small paragraph, right? Can you show us how to do it?
yes.
Yeah,
Just one second.
sure. If
So
you don't mind, can you just come around here? If that's okay.
yeah, I'll just come on to.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It
I'll
looks a
just
little
come on.
cluttered on the other side, so I
Yeah.
thought we could just make use of this nice little space next to the duckling.
Okay. So what I have right here.
Abhishek,
Okay.
you'll
One
have to
second.
step out of the way, Abhishek.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, Karen.
No,
I'm so
it's
sorry,
okay.
teacher.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So I've pulled up a smart note here. Uh, we can take. I can scale it.
Okay.
So for everyone to view
Sure.
and move it around, just like we did with the smart board.
Sure. Super.
Okay. Now, the advantage of this, the Smart Note is I can, you see a tab right here,
Yes.
a mic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
the
take
mic
notes
option. Correct.
and it will take down the notes while audio notes, and
Mm-hmm.
then I can share it with the entire team.
Okay. Sure. Awesome.
So this is what it captured. The same thing if you do not want to give
I
a
can't
voice
see it.
command.
I can't see it, Carolyn. So maybe you want to share it. What? Oh,
Yes,
that's
I've
there you go. Oh, I can take notes. It will take down the
just
notes while the
took,
audio. Oh, super. This is what basically what you were trying to say. So that all of
yes,
that was captured automatically. Cool.
yes. And also there's a feature to take notes.
Can I try this? I mean, it looks cool. So I just wanted to talk to it and see if it understands my language as well. Is
Sure.
that possible? Okay. Okay, let
Yeah.
me. Okay, let me just. I just used my keyboard. So what do you say? This is cool. We are in a virtual classroom. I have my colleagues Abhishek and Carolyn who are here in a virtual space while they're physically at multiple locations at multiple countries. And we're all able to have a conversation inside a virtual classroom, which brings back our childhood memories. Well, I noticed Abhishek became Sheikh. Not bad, but everything else is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what it showed, guys. I just started sharing it. Quite good. All right. Thanks, Carolyn and Abhishek. Is there anything else that you think we should